Hey everyone, another application made using Tkinter can be a text editor. We haven't yet explored the file dialog module by Tkinter. It needs to be imported separately. The module provides classes and factory functions for creating file or directory selection windows. We have native loads, static factory functions, convenience classes. Convenience classes help in creating files or directories from scratch, while static factory functions are user responsive. So the text editor that we would make would have two static factory functions, open and save. So let's start making the application right away. I'll import Tkinter. I'll write from Tkinter import star, and from Tkinter dot file dialog import ask open file name, ask save as file name. We would use the ask open file name for opening a file for editing, and the ask save as file name for saving the current file as a new file. Now I'll get my window. I'll write window equals tk, and window.title. So the title can be text editor. Fine. Now I'll get a text widget to insert multiple lines so that I can write on it. A text editor needs inputs, so this is how I'll give them the inputs. And even for displaying some text, I need a field, so I'll use the text widget. So I'll have this variable text equals text. Where do I want it? I want it on my window, so I'll write window. Foreground, I'll set some foreground. I'll give it purple, the foreground, and background equals light yellow. That would be a nice combination. And font, let it be Calibri 14. Fine. Then I'll pack this. I'll write txt text dot pack. I will get a menu now to have the open and save as options, just like in a text editor. So I will name the menu file. For that I should write menu equals menu, and on the window, so window. Now I'll configure it. I'll write window.config menu equals menu, and now file menu equals menu, and in brackets again menu. Now I'll add the options. First, to the main menu, I'll write menu dot add cascade, label equals file, and menu equals file menu. Then to the file menu, I'll add open and save as. So I'll write file menu dot add command, label equals open comma command. For now I'll leave it blank, and file menu dot add command, label equals save as, and command. Again, let's leave it blank for right now, and I'll call window dot main loop. Fine. Now I need these two functions, open a file and save a new file. So the first function, to open a file, let's define it. I'll write def open file brackets, and I'll write file path equals ask open file name, file types equals in a list, in a tuple, text files, comma, the extension for them, star dot txt, and again comma and a tuple, all files, comma, the extensions. This statement will open a dialog box so that the user can select the file to be opened. Since we are working with only text files, I could have only given the tuple text files, but what we have written now lets you access all the kinds of files that can be presented or read by the text editor. Now, after the dialog box is opened, it might happen that the user clicks on the cancel or closes the window. So for that case, I'll write if not file path. If no file path is selected, you return no further code is executed. Otherwise, I'll delete whatever is there currently on the text editor. I'll write txt.delete. I hope you remember txt was our text widget, and I'll delete whatever is there on the text editor currently. From index 1, so 1.0, till the end, end. Fine. Now I need my text file to be read, the selected file to be read. So for that I'll write with open file path as an argument. Mode should be only read, so R. And you can pass an encoding UTF-8 as input file. Text is equals to input file dot read. Now this string as read is inserted in the text editor. So I'll use the insert function of the text widget. So I'll write txt.insert and text. Fine. And finally, I should change the title of the window to the file path. Okay, so I'll write window.title f simple text editor and file path. So this is a Python format for getting the values. I hope you know this. And okay. Now very similarly, I should define the save file function too. So I'll write def save underscore file and brackets. Okay, so this would be for saving the current file as a new file. Firstly, I need to create the file path to get the location of the file to be saved. So I'll write file path equals ask save as file name, default extension .txt. So how the file should be saved with the extension .txt unless specified, and file types again similarly in a list, then in a tuple, text files and the extension star.txt. Again, you can give in the all files or not, it's your wish. Then all files and star.star. Fine. Now again, if the screen is cancelled, you do not need to run any further code. For that, I'll write if not file path, return. Otherwise, a new file is created. The text on the text editor is extracted for the same. So how would I do it? I'll write with open. I'll give in the file path. I already have it. Mode now would be W so that it is writable. Encoding equals UTF-8 as output file. Okay. Now text equals txt.get from 1.0 till index end. Okay, the output file gets the text. So I'll write output underscore file dot write text. And again, the title needs to be changed to file path. So I'll write window.title f simple text editor and file path in curly braces. And that's pretty much it for the two functions. Now I need to pass these two functions as the commands for the two menu options. So I'll write for file menu 1 command equals open file where the label was open, and for save as I'll write the command save underscore file. We are good to go. Let's run this and see if the text editor works properly. So I have the window, and please note that the title is text editor. It would change later. I have a light yellow background. I have this file menu, and I can have open and save as options. So I'll just type in something. I'll write this is a Tkinter application, a simple text editor. And I'll save it now. I'll click on file, I'll click on save as, and I have this pop-up window and it is asking me the file name, so I'll name it as Tkinter and I'll click on save. Now I'll again go to file and click on open. I will click on Tkinter and I'll click on open. So here I have my text that I just saved. The title has also changed to file path. So this was a simple text editor. Thank you.